Hello there, welcome back to the drafting of Isaac. I know, it's been like a month since we've done the drafting of Isaac, but that's okay. For those that don't know how the drafting of Isaac goes, this is a little mini game that I've created in Tabletop Simulator, which utilizes Pentahybrid's deck of Isaac, the cards from the deck. It's pretty straightforward. We start with $10, as you can see down here. We're going to flip 3 items down onto the $1, $2, and $3 slot. And then we're going to flip them and figure out what those items are. And then we get the choice of spending our money on one of these or utilizing our singular skip token, which allows us to not take any of them and instead get a brand new board. We can't go over $10, but we will go under $10. I mean, frankly, all the way to $0. So let's hop right in here. I'm going to take Mom's Perfume because it's pretty good, in all honesty. It is a tier to lay down, which is quite nice, and it's only worth 1, which is also quite nice. So that's pretty good. I'm going to flip the D Infinity. I don't really want it. Lead Pencil, I do want it. Blue Candle, I don't really want it. So that's going to be $3 down for a little Lead Pencil action. Good item, honestly, very good item. Flippy, oh, I don't like that. It's okay, and it's like pretty bad. You know what? Skip token. I don't want any of these. I think these are all a solid waste of item for us. So continue flipping. Fate's Reward, pretty bad. Flush, even worse. Rainbow Baby, holy crap, dude. That's a bad haul right there. We'll take Fate's Reward. It's at least okay. That puts us at $4, 6 to go. Also bad. Fun, so I'll probably take it. Really good, but I'm going to go with the triple shot here. It at least gives us a little bit of a funky thing on the run here. So that puts us at $4 left. We've spent $6, $4 left. I can do basic math inside of my head. Host Hat is really good, but that dove is not bad, and it's not something that we get often. Plus, it allows us to still have $3 left over. It means we can take 3 1s, 1 2 and 1 1, or 1 3. We'll see what happens here. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want any of these. I will take Wooden Penny, which is like not good at all. It puts us at $2 left. Shoop da Whoop is bad. Pageant Boy gives us money when we start the game, and White Pony, which we can't even take. I suppose I will take Shoop da Whoop and replace our penny with that. And then whatever comes down in the 1 slot is the item that we have to take. So I'm going to do this systematically. We missed out on the D4. We missed out on Satanic Bible. And the item that we take is King Baby. Okay, that sucks. This run is not that great, but we will see what we can do with it when we get into the game. So we got to pick our character here. Our character is going to be just good old Isaac. The D6 will get overwritten, but good old Isaac. And then our deals are indeed devil deals. So that's good. I'm going to get this set up in game, and then I will see you guys right there. Okay, hello there. Welcome into the run. Here's your seed, C8, GG. It's already a GG, honestly. L4, 9, and J. It's an okay run, but I'm going to be honest with you. There are a lot of flaws on this one here. And there are flaws that we'll figure out as we go. The low rate of fire is very clearly one of the main ones, but it's something we can work with. It's something we can get better with, and we will hopefully be able to improve the run and then walk out with a win. We are rocking Wheel of Isaac rules today, which means that we can take 1 item room or 1 boss item, which is kind of cool. We do have Flight, which means that our Cursed Room automatically becomes a little bit more valuable for us here. I'll take a little bit of extra damage. Now, I am an idiot, because I've now realized that I basically... Oh, my lord. Okay, yeah, we lost our Devil Deal chance over and over and over. That's just, like, poor awareness to everything going on in the game. I take all the blame for that one. Here's the deal. I'm sick. You might be able to hear it in my voice. I mean, it might actually be something else going on with my voice I'm going to talk about shortly, but I'm a sick boy. I haven't recorded any videos in a little while. Work plus YouTube has been difficult, is what I'm going to say, and I don't need to hear the pity in the comments. It's like, ooh, Tyler, take your time off. You don't need to upload, blah, 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 blah. I do need to upload, first of all. You don't need to tell me I don't need to upload. But what you're going to get for a little bit of time is you're going to get this voice from me. Okay? Many of you probably realize that my natural speaking voice is not as enthusiastic. Not as like, hey everybody, welcome back to the... It's more like monotone, like this. Maybe that's more peaceful to you. Maybe you don't care. Maybe you want me to fall down a well. Look, I don't know. All I know is if I legitimately, I want diplopia. If I were to use my normal recording voice, what the hell, where's the secret room? If I were to use my normal recording voice in this video, I don't think I'd have a voice tomorrow, is part of the problem. But like on top of that, it's weird, because I said it's been a while since I've recorded. I haven't really, okay, this is starting to get ridiculous. Is there actually no secret room? I know there can't be, but where the hell even is it? Since I haven't recorded in a while, and it's going to sound crazy when I say this, you lose your ability to record. You know, my brain is still like in the mindset to record. I still want to record. I still have the commentary in my head to come up with and be able to record. But before I could sit down, I could do like 8 videos, not feel a thing. I finish one video, I'm winded for the day. It's ridiculous. And it has nothing to do with me being sick. This was happening a few weeks ago. It's definitely a problem, and I feel like I'm just like overusing my voice. And the problem is when I'm using my overly enthusiastic Tyler voice, then I don't want that. When I'm using my overly enthusiastic Tyler voice, then I'm just overexerting my throat, and that is in turn making it more difficult for me to record because I don't have a voice. Let's head on down. It's a crappy first floor, in all honesty. Even the items that we didn't take but could have were all pretty bad. So it's not even difficult to feel bad about leaving those behind. But yeah, if my voice is like this for a while, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I have to if you think that you're ever going to get videos again. And many of you, I know you literally don't care. You're probably going, Tyler, the commentary is the same. The gameplay is the same. Your voice is borderline the same. You know, it's not that different. You're right, it's not that different. But it's different enough, you know? I know Penta always used to yell at me. You know, we'd play a game off camera, and my voice would be, like, significantly deeper and more monotone than what my voice was in the recording. And I can turn it, like, on and off, essentially. You know, and it took me many years. This is how I used to do my videos, was more monotone, like I was just, you know, talking to myself. Look, here's the deal. We kind of have to take this, because if we get angel deals, we're screwed. So, but it's how I used to record, a little bit more monotone. And then I realized, like, people don't want to listen to, you know, monotone Mandrid. I don't know why Mandrid was the name I came up with. Mike is probably, you know, the most common M name right there. Megan, also common. How many other common M names are there? There's several. Don't think we need to go into that a whole hell of a lot. But, oh well, I changed. Suck it up, Buttercup. And now I changed again, at least for a little while. Hope you guys are doing good. Like I said, it's been several days since I have actually recorded. This is literally being recorded the day before it goes up. You know, I'm hoping to release this on Saturday. Tomorrow/today when you're watching it is Saturday. It is Friday for me right now. So, and that don't happen often. I usually have a backlog. My backlog, I have Dead Cells as my backlog right now. And that's about it. And that's how you can tell that I don't have a backlog, is when I only have one game in my backlog. I know everybody's like, you know, Tyler, where's World of Goo? That's a great, fantastic question. I'm asking myself the same thing. But, don't worry about it. Here's what happened with me over the past couple of days. This is another reason why the audio might sound different, and hopefully this one's for the better. I bought myself a new mic stand. It's a boom stand operator thing. Did somebody say boom? It's essentially, instead of, before I had, and I know I've told the audio story, this microphone story a lot of times, but I'll do it again for those that don't know it. My beautiful, lovely girlfriend Anna, who many of you now know from the Stardew Valley series, she used to sing when she was a kid, and like sing really well as a kid. And she had a professional microphone that she used. I should have picked up those coins. That she used to record her voice and sing into. Well, a couple years ago, she doesn't really sing now that she's older. And she said, hey, I just found this microphone from when I was a kid. I was like, oh, that's funny. Do you think it still works? She was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out. And I was like, well, don't throw it out. You crazy. I figured, at least give it to me. I'll sell it or something. So I took it, and when she gave it to me, it was like a legit good microphone. It's an MXL 990, which, those of you that are audio buffs would know that that's, it's not cream of the crop in the industry, but it's arguably one of the best mics in the past, like, 20 years. Which is, realistically pretty good, since before I was using a blue snowball that was $45 at a warehouse. So it's kind of it kind of proves to you that that's a pretty good microphone. But I took it and I used it, and that's why I started using it back in I started using it back in like August of last year. And I really, really liked the quality. But the problem was, since it was a singer's microphone, a musician's microphone, it came with a legit mic stand. So, I would sit and record, and I would have, Elvis Presley mic stand sitting next to me. So then the problem was, I wasn't talking into the mic. I was talking, like, to the side of the mic. And then I would jostle the mic a lot. And then we would get those weird audio glitches that we experienced several times. I didn't even see that guy, if I'm being honest with you. I'd get those weird audio glitches occasionally. So I knew I needed to get something new. This one, it's a C-clamp. It hooks onto my desk, puts the microphone exactly where I want it without taking up space. It's right in front of my face. The levels are a little bit off, so you guys got to tell me how it sounds to you. Because here's the deal. I can listen to it afterward, and I can say, yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was bad. But until it gets uploaded to YouTube, it's really, oh, dude, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it knowing full well it is an awful idea. Our tier stat is 46. Yeah, that's really bad. Damage is great, though. That's what's important, is that damage. I mean, right there, you saw the damage. Does Shoop the Whoop actually scale with your damage? Because if it doesn't, then I look like a true idiot right now, but I'm like pretty sure it does. But anyway, let me know how it sounds, and obviously I can make changes. I'm not going to be recording a whole hell of a lot else than this today, so I'll be able to see your guys' feedback directly tomorrow. But it's good to sit down in front of the camera again. When you go a couple of days without recording, it definitely feels, one, it's hell, and it's not even purgatory. It's straight up hell to sit back down and record after not recording for a while. I came home from vacation, hadn't recorded for 2 weeks. That was weird getting back, and then now I'm fighting being sick and all that. So it's definitely, they're killing me. I'm in hell. I'm in purgatory. There's a conversation for you, okay? I was listening to a podcast the other day on my way to work, and many of you maybe know it's Paul F. Tompkins' Spontaneation. It's an improv comedy podcast. Very good. I'd recommend it. But the episode I was listening to, they were talking about heaven, hell, and purgatory. And basically the show, Paul F. Tompkins, he's a famous comedian. He brings on a celebrity guest, just kind of interviews them for a little bit, and then they just do a improv show with a couple other people. Pretty funny, really good. But during the interview, they were talking about heaven and hell and being raised with a religion. I don't want this to become an entire episode about religion, frankly, because one, I try to keep religion out of my channel, that and politics. And I know the comment section, you guys are going to be awful. So any of you that become awful in the comment sections, you're just going to get banned right away. And you don't want to be banned. That would be bad. But they were talking about being raised a certain religion, and I was raised religious and was taught, the concept of heaven, hell, purgatory, and limbo. And, the person, Paul F. Tompkins, is going, yeah, did you know that, limbo and purgatory are two completely different things? And the person was completely stunned that was actually the case. And I 100% was taught the exact same thing. Heaven is the place you go when you're a, amazing human being. Basically, you have to, I didn't even yell at my mom when I was 2. Levels of good human being. We can't even take this. I don't know why I went in there. You have to be like a superhuman to go straight to heaven. It just doesn't happen. And this is, banking on heaven actually existing, which we're not going to get into. But I could just talk about what the perceived notions of these things are. So heaven is, you got to be like insanely good as a human being to make it to heaven. Then you have hell, which is you're basically like the scum of the earth. You murdered somebody, you kicked your cat, you threw it off a bridge, those kinds of things. Those are things that land you in hell, and that's just being tortured forever, is what I was learned, what I was taught. I suppose taught's the right word there. And then there's purgatory. And purgatory is essentially, is not heaven, is not hell. Is where you go when you have done bad things throughout your life, such as, your sister said, I really want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich while she had 2 broken legs and a broken spine. Can you go get me one? And you said, yeah, sure, I'll show you. And you made, a turkey sandwich and spit in it. That's the kind of stuff that lands you in purgatory. Is it really going to kill your sister? No. But does it mean that you should spit in her sandwich and not make her what she wants? No, I mean, that's just rude, in all honesty. So that is purgatory, but purgatory is hell. You're literally sitting inside of hell for a short period of time. It's like the appetizer of hell, a slight tasting of hell, so to speak. You go to a fine restaurant, Gordon Ramsay's steak flambe is the name of the restaurant, and you look at the appetizer list, and there's fine cheese plate of hell, and it's called, it goes by the French name purgatoire, and you order the purgatoire cheese plate, and you're just in hell for several days. Okay, then you get out of hell, you're done being tortured, and you move on with your life. You go to heaven, you live a happy life. Then there's limbo. And this is legitimately what I was taught about limbo. And many people are going to be like, well, Tyler, limbo is just purgatory. That's another word for it. No, that's not what I was taught. Limbo is, it's purgatory for dead babies. Because, a baby that dies isn't necessarily, you have no idea. That baby could be the next Mother Teresa. That baby could be the next, Steve Jobs at the end of his life when he was just an a-hole to all of his employees. I'm not saying Steve Jobs is going to hell. Steve Jobs did a lot of good things, but the man was an a-hole, so I want to clear that up. Now, you may like Mac better than Windows, but Mac OS, sorry. You might like Apple products more than Microsoft products, but Bill Gates is a better human being. If you squared off Bill Gates versus Steve Jobs in a Royal Rumble Battle Royale right this second, who do you think is going to win? I'll give you one hint. It's Bill Gates because Steve Jobs is dead. But that's neither here nor there in going off of this example. It's crazy, though. So dead babies, you'd have no idea if they're going to be good or bad. So they go to a bad place for a little bit, and then they go to the good place right afterwards, like secondary. But no, actually, babies don't go to heaven, I think. I don't know. Now I'm forgetting, all of my middle school religious education. And I'm speaking on a Christianity perspective of this. I'm not speaking on behalf of other religions. Obviously, if you are Buddhist, you believe in a completely different form of heaven and hell. You believe in, nirvana, achieving your highest self, stuff along those lines, which I think is also super dope. I think Buddhism is super cool. Hinduism, also super cool. Any of the other religions out there, everybody has their own set of beliefs. There's weird religions out there. There's all kinds of weird crap out there. Basically, the world is weird. Humanity is strange. It's an odd, funky world we live in. I got a devil deal. Devil deal contained 2 devil deal items, which is actually kind of ironic, saying as we have chaos. That's euthanasia. That is... yeah, no, that's all bad. I don't need those. So I'm going to go down. It's a good life. Game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight. Can't say that as a Cleveland native I'm too happy, but the refs have been god-awful in the series. And Kevin Durant is way too good, and that's why he should not have joined a 73-win team. Here, for those of you that aren't sports fans, let me tell you a little bit of the story of what basketball is like for a Cleveland fan. And then I will give you a metaphor as to what exactly this is. So I'm going to give you the too long didn't read of this, okay? There's a man, his name is LeBron James. He's the greatest player ever to exist. You can fight me on that. I will never say otherwise. So you got this LeBron James guy. He gets drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers, meaning that no, he's not going to war for us, although you can think of it like that. He plays for us for several years, cements himself as the greatest player in the history of the franchise, and then continues to leave the team to go to another team, despite everything saying that I would be the most loyal human being. He was from the city that he played for. He's from Cleveland. I think you could have picked up on that. Just an overall, love story. Then he wins a few championships. He never won a championship while he was with the original team. He goes off to this other team. He wins a championship. And then he goes, I'm back. And he comes back. He comes back to the team. But there's this new team called the Golden State Warriors. Okay? And they're like, if you were watching an anime, that's where the weird music comes in that you know that it's the enemy. I've never seen an anime. I'm just assuming it has weird music to declare when an enemy enters the room. So the enemy enters the room, and the Golden State Warriors are a bunch of good, talented people, led by Knight Stephen Curry, who is also a baby. But we're not going to get into that. So he goes off against this team, his first year back with the team in the NBA Finals. He loses to them because most of our team was hurt. He plays like an absolute god, but he goes, I'll get you next year. The next year, they win, which is fantastic. But in that offseason, the second greatest player in the world decides to go join this team after they beat him in the playoffs. And that guy's name is Kevin Durant. He is also a snake and a loser. And also a cupcake. But we're not going to get into that either. And if you're a Golden State fan, look, I appreciate you. As long as you were a fan, if I can say we the dream and you know what that means, then sure, you're allowed to be a Warriors fan. If you don't know what we the dream is, then you don't deserve to be a Warriors fan. That's how it works, okay? So happy birthday. But here's the analogy of what this would be, okay? This is like me saying, oh, I'm the greatest ever. I'm never going to lose my Isaac streak, my Eden streak. I'm the greatest human being to ever exist at the Binding of Isaac. And then I get into a game, and I get, my starting items are Brimstone and Godhead, because I picked up Eden's Blessing. And my active item is Pinking Shears, which I still don't think is the best active item, but it is a good one. I get that, and then I get all cocky, and I'm like, oh, well, I've already won. No need to worry about this. And then I die, okay? And then I die. And everybody goes, ooh, well, that's a pretty bad look, Tyler. What are you going to do? So what do? I sit and I hack the game's code to spawn in the numbers to get back onto my streak. That's essentially what this guy did. He's an a-hole. We don't like him. I am killing my mother right now. If she can hear that outside my door, she's probably concerned, but I can promise you, I'm not going to kill my IRL mother. That would land me in hell if we're going off of that conversation again. What do you got for me? Trash. Thanks. Appreciate it. Well, the Spirit Heart's actually pretty good. I will pick up the book, but I really do think Shoop the Whoop is better for us. If you haven't noticed, we have, very little HP on this run. Eve's Mascara has presented us with some happy, funky times. I don't necessarily think it was good, but it has been fun. And sometimes that's more than you can ask for, I killed you. We have this Algiz rune. I'm really patiently waiting for the Algiz rune to come in handy in a situation where we will die if we don't use it, such as right now. Yeah, okay. Well, I should have popped that, huh? Really should have popped that. That's going to do it for today's episode. If you guys did enjoy, slap that like button for me. Let me know how the audio sounded in the comment section down below. Once again, I'm sorry for the low amount of videos recently. It'll pick back up once I can figure out what my schedule is going to be for life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.